So this is really dedicated for my final year students because you're going to go into apprenticeships or university. So I'm going to start showing you some of the quick way to make really good healthy dishes. So today my video is going to show you how to make miso soup. So what you will need ingredient wise is tofu. Okay, so you can buy this for £2.20 in Sainsbury. Okay, so they do go quite quickly in London. So you have to. I usually, when I see it in stock, I buy 5 packs because normally I have this quite regularly. So £2.20, and I like to buy a bag of spinach. Okay, normally those are the fresh ones. Don't buy the one in the freezers. So you need that. If you are going to cook this meal as a single meal and not just for soup, then you can make yourself some rice noodles as well. Okay, so again, it's £1.99. I bought this in Brixton, one of the Chinese supermarket by the station. So I'm gonna. If you want to see how I cook these noodles, you need to see another video. But for now, today, I'm gonna show you how to use this. Oh, there's one more thing. You need miso soup paste. So I usually use organic, and this is available in Marks and Spencer's. Once again, there are other pastes out there. I would recommend you buy the ones that are refrigerated. They usually are better quality and is a little bit more tasty, if you like. But always add this at the end. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cook the tofu first. So I brought the water to boil, and then now I'm just going to set it to simmer. And then the package kind of shows you how to open this. So once you cut open, then you can tear the top, or you can use scissors. Make sure your scissors is clean, only for food. But I'm sure the boiling water is going to kill all the germs anyway. So okay. So once I cut open this, all it requires is that you slice it in there. Now you can cut them into cubes first, but I find it I want to do this more efficiently. So I just slide this in there, like this. Be careful, yeah. And then let it cook for a bit. I mean, you can eat tofu fresh as well, so you don't need a lot, too much cooking. Okay. Then what I do is, whilst it's in there, I then cut it into cubes. So if I just bring you closer, so now sometimes I don't cut them. I like to just carry on in a large chunk, and then when I have the soup, I slice them in my bowl. It's up to you how you want to do it. Now tofu are very healthy for you, and if you want to stay young, you want to consume tofu quite regularly. And always, if you can, steam your food, then all the good ingredients still stay in the soup. Okay? So once again, remember, do not add the miso paste yet. Okay, so once it bring back to boil, which I now increase the heat again, then you can add the spinach and then the miso paste. Okay, so let's just wait for it to boil. Won't be long. While I'm waiting, I'm gonna just prep you for my other video that you're gonna see. One of the most popular drink or pudding is red beans in Hong Kong. So we have red beans milk drink. We also have red beans soup, but it's like a pudding. And so what I have done is I have put about 300 grams of red beans in a bowl, and then I soak it in water overnight for more than 12 hours. And then I just drained off the water, and I kept this in the fridge until I'm ready to cook this. And it makes the red bean absorb some moisture, and it will become more soft much quickly. So if you want to see me making this, please watch my other video. Okay. Now, it doesn't say you have to wash this, but I will wash it anyway. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to wash this quite efficiently. So first of all, in the bag, bottom of the bag, you want to make some holes, okay, that allow the water to drain out. That's because I use this method because I don't have much equipment at work. Okay, so then all you have to do is fill the bag with water, and then just shuffle it, and then the water drains out right at the bottom here. And you often get this in boxes of fruits like grapes. It's already got a drainer at the bottom, but that's what I do. If you worry about your greens and you think it might be it might have sand and dirt in it or bacteria, you can add some salt and wash it with salt. Okay, so it just happens to have some salt. So I'm now going to sprinkle a little bit of salt in there. Now, I might not. This is quite a big bag of spinach, but you'll be surprised when you put the spinach in the water and cook this. They almost becomes miniature. So almost half of this bag is going to go into my soup, and it gives it a little bit of a flavor. Okay. All right. So now. Just let all of this drain out. Okay, so the saucepan is now boiling again. So get a bowl. Alright, like this. Alright. And all you have to do now is, if you like, you can peel this white bubble off, yeah, and then don't add it to it. So what I'm going to do, I don't normally do this, but it's personal preference. So just scoop this out, to be too perfect. There you go. Alright. And the lumps of tofu is still fairly good. Okay, still in a cube shape. Okay, so now just hand pick your spinach and just put it in. Normally I buy the spinach on the day in which I make the soup. So I want to do this quickly, so I'm just gonna stuff them in there and then close the lid. Okay. Once this is boiled again, I then turn the heat down to simmer, and then I put the miso paste in there, and that's it. Okay. And that will form the base of my soup. And normally I would cook the noodles first and then drain it and then put it onto a plate. Once this is all cooked, I would add the cooked noodles into my soup to warm it up again and then serve. Okay, so tonight I am adding noodles because this will be my main meal. Otherwise, if I have something else instead, then I will just have the soup as it is with miso paste. So you don't want to boil the miso paste at all, you just want it to melt. Okay, so here we go. Make sure your spoon is dry because you might contaminate your miso paste. Now, I find it easier to scoop this on the rounder side and not this. It's easier to come out. So watch this. So I do this on the back of the spoon. Okay. So that's for a saucepan. I probably add, if you want it to be stronger, then you add another scoop of this. So if you're going to do that, then try to see if you can do that. Yeah, then you can do that again with your spoon. This time, because that's my second scoop. Now I can put the spoon in there. Now it's very important to stir this, because all what happens is once it's hit the hot water, it just become a lump. So you've got to keep stirring until you see a very similar color soup base. Then it shows this paste actually has been fully dissolved. Okay, but also stir it gently, so you don't want to break apart your tofu. I like it like a lump, chewy feel. I mean, it's not chewy. Tofu is really lovely. It's really soft. Now there are other tofu that you can buy in Sainsbury's, which is in the refrigeration. But those tofu for me is a little bit more tougher. It's more dense, and I just don't quite like the denser type of tofu. It doesn't feel nice in my mouth, so I like soft. And this one I show you in the packaging, that's the one you want to go for. But you might like the other type of tofu as well, so do try it. The cooking procedures are the same. In fact, you might want to cook it a little bit longer if you have those denser tofu. So now, based on the color, I think it's not fully dissolved yet. So just keep stirring. Now I'm going to add a pinch of salt, okay? And the salt that I use is sea salt, okay? I bought this with a chili mix in it, okay? So it just gives it a little bit of a kick in your taste. Now miso soup itself, the paste, has already got some salt in it, 11.9 grams. So it's I already add two scoops. So in fact, normally I don't add any salt to this. I like it to be original. Okay, so it's up to you. But today I'll just add a pinch of sea salt flakes like that. Don't want to be too salty because that's not very healthy, okay? But with a bit of a chili kick to this soup, probably you won't taste too much of the chili because it's very small proportion. Okay, so now I can turn the heat down well, in fact I can turn this off and let the remaining heat just heat this up. And that's it. So you can serve this with your putting the noodles in. So it's quite a lot in there, so I probably use a small amount as well. So as I said, put the miso paste in it at the end, and also if you only got one saucepan like I do, always cook the noodles first, then this, okay? Now I can smell the miso soup now. It tells me that it's cooked really nice. See the spinach now, you see? It looks large when you put it in, but now it's much more miniature. Okay, so, well, thank you for watching this. Hopefully you enjoy this video and enjoy the taste of your miso soup, and when you're at university or you're gonna live in a flat with no more parents doing all the cooking for you. Okay, thank you.